Hey everyone, today we're launching BrowserBook Agent, and I wanted to show a quick demo of what it can do. BrowserBook Agent is a huge step forward in how we help our users build reliable web automations. Unlike our previous AI assistant, BrowserBook Agent can not only write playwright code, but can also execute that code on your behalf, do multi-step reasoning, retrieve DOM elements as needed, and resolve errors and issues on the fly. So now you no longer need to prompt the assistant step by step. Just tell the agent what you want to automate, and it will handle the rest. What you're left with, as always, is a deterministic automation script that can run cheaply and quickly. So I'll show you what I mean. Let's say you're building a scheduling agent for a healthcare practice. And as part of its workflow, your agent may need to retrieve the schedule for the rest of the week, so it knows the available time slots for additional patients. Unfortunately, your EMR might not have an accessible API, so you can't retrieve that information. But with BrowserBook Agent, we can create an automation that logs into your EMR directly, looks up the physician's schedule, and returns back the data you need. So let's give it a try, and we will use this prompt here. So it's pretty straightforward. We want to log into the EMR, we want to retrieve the list of appointments for all physicians for the rest of the week, and we want to make sure it's generalized so we can reuse this across states in the future. So we'll go ahead and click play here. And like before, this agent can write playwright code to navigate and interact with pages, but now it has the ability to execute that code as well, which we will see here in a second. Right, so this highlighted cell right here is the piece of code that the agent wants to execute, and by default, it has to request your permission to run that code, which we can provide by clicking this button. You'll also see down here we have this toggle for auto run, and that's for when you want to just let the agent do what it will and figure it out as it goes. We'll accept this now, and then we're going to turn on this auto run feature, and I'll jump in when necessary. So one thing I want to point out here at this step is that we are using our managed authentication feature. So before I ran this, I set up this OpenEMR login auth profile. And this is just another example of how we can log into these authenticated portals and handle these authenticated workflows. So you can see here that the agent ran into an error. This was a strict mode violation where more than one element resolved. What it does here is recover from that error by editing the block and then rerunning the code. In this case, it succeeded, and now we've navigated to the calendar view. All right, so this here is another example of error recovery. We saw here that there was an issue executing the code, but error recovery is built into the agent. You can understand what went wrong and read the error messages so it knows how to fix the block, which is what it did in this case. Perfect. So it looks like the agent's done. We're going to close this agent tab for now, and let's just go ahead and accept all of these changes. So there's a few things we want to go through first. Number one is the outputs. So throughout this process, the agent can call the outputs built-in to publish outputs to a JSON response. This is what your agent would receive if you want to plug this into your external system or to your agent. So it's easily parsable here, and obviously this is all just code, so you can go in and edit as necessary. But what's great about this is if we want to rerun this again in the future, it's just code. We're not running the agent, so it's going to be a lot faster and a lot cheaper. And at the end of the day, what we have is a full end-to-end script to pull out all of the information that you need, and end-to-end that took about 6 minutes to do. So now that we've got our script, just real quick before we go, I want to demonstrate why we do it this way and the benefit of using an agent to write a script rather than execute the workflow every time. So if you were to automate this workflow with, say, a browser agent, it would take a few minutes and maybe a few bucks worth of AI tokens. And if you're running this frequently, that cost is going to add up. But now that we have a script here, you can see just how performant it is. We'll click run all, and really all we're limited by here is the page load time. So this is going to run much faster than an agent. It's going to be much cheaper, and it'll generate outputs pretty much instantaneously, maybe a few seconds. And the best part is we're not burning any tokens in that process. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to give the agent a try, you can download the latest version of the app at browserbook.com. Thanks.